We are back at home base. Now, as you guys can see, there's a little bit of wetness on the right side and the left, so I'm just gonna wait for it to dry up a little bit. Oh my God, another 100-mile-an-hour run. But wait, we're not just gonna do 100 miles an hour. We're gonna do 100 miles an hour over and over and over and over and over and over until one of three things happen. That would be low voltage cutoff or the batteries die, a mechanical breakage, which is another, and then the third thing is going to be if the ESC or motor overheats. What can actually provide that much redundancy? Well, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna show you guys how to make the perfect 100-mile-an-hour setup. I feel like Gordon Ramsay making the perfect burger. Now, I did watch that video and it made me very hungry. Nonetheless, we're gonna get right into this. All right, so starting off, we have the 1100 kV variant of the 2028. Now, the 800 kV is absolutely awesome and torquey and all that, but there's not enough RPM to really make ADAS feasible unless you gear to the moon. Now, when you do gear to the moon and get that RPM back, you're actually going to drain so much from the batteries. Eventually, you're not going to last that long. So believe it or not, the raising KV, believe it or not, I mean, it's going to actually help you out with runtime and all that, because you don't also have to gear to the absolute moon. You know, you're still going to have all the torque in the world with this size of a can, and as well as it being sensor driven from the ESC, this is probably the best motor to use in this application. You guys can see it's literally the same exact size. Now, I'd love to show you the little 1100 kV label on there, but it's actually blocked by the ESC plate. Now, as you guys can see, I've finally pulled the trigger on a PPS mount, and it's actually able to mount any of these big whopping motors, and it is beyond beautiful. This is the absolute most innovative motor mount I've ever seen. You could adjust the gear mesh with this little screw and you'll have a perfect gear mesh every time. Moving on to the ESC, this is the XLX, as we all know, and this is the XLX2. They're about level. You can see the XLX2 is significantly wider, which, you know, that's an is what it is kind of thing, but it's going to boast a lot more efficiency than the XLX. On top of that, I was told it's also able to sustain over 500 amps of current, which is wicked. Moving on, we have some carbon upgrades. As you guys can see, we have the underneath splitter dams that actually help prevent air from coming up from under the A-arm into the car from CRCU, as well as the tower-to-tower ESC mount brace. So that's actually what the XLX2 is mounted on, and it's beautiful and it's awesome. Now, speaking about the brace, I actually mounted an NTF fan, the 50mm, the big one, right smack in the middle, so it actually hits both the ESC and the motor. So short ram cold air intake, that's pretty much what I have here. That's cut into the body, as you guys saw earlier. So the air is going to come in the faster we go, and this thing's just going to direct it right to the motor and ESC. And that's exactly what we want for that kind of redundancy. Now, as for the batteries on the other side, we're running the 6,000 milliamp 70C G Plus series from CNHL. These are the biggest 4S batteries I have. No, I actually discharged them all the way, and then I charged them at a slow amperage just so they could, you know, get a whole breath of charge. And they were able to retain over 6,700 milliamps. Yeah, so I'm really not kidding about that. These things accepted over 6,700 milliamps each. 700 plus milliamps over that the cells were able to attain. And last, to complete this setup, we have a 5,000 milliamp 3S battery connected to the NTF fan. That's what it's running on. That's what that is. Now, why am I running such a big battery? Well, I absolutely do not want the excuse of a fan cutting off if I'm doing this 100-mile-an-hour run back to back to back until these batteries go dead. So this is guaranteeing the life of the NTF fan to cool everything down. This little mount underneath the XLX2 is actually made by Rod Newhouse from RC Physics. So that's why the little on-off switch is up right there. So it's pretty convenient. Now, in order to calibrate it, you're going to want to turn this on and hold full throttle in your remote as quick as possible, or just hold it down and turn it on. But I'm just holding the camera right now, so we're going to be quick. Full throttle. Hold it down. It's going to sing to us. Release. Full reverse. It's going to sing again. Now release neutral. Then it's going to sing, and you're good. Now what I also want to do is clear the data log to make sure that I have all my data correct for when I send it into Castle. So what you want to do is turn it on and hold full reverse right there. So we're going to do it quick again. Right there, we're full reverse, and hold it, There we go. All right, so now we're all calibrated and we're cleared and we're ready to get data. What I'm gonna do first, we are going to do one quick speed pass. So we're gonna see where we're at, you know, just from a standing point. And then I'm gonna mount you guys onto the car. So we're gonna get right into it. All right, here we go, guys. We are all zeroed out. So we're gonna do our first test run, then I'm gonna bring it back, then I'm gonna put you guys in here. Here we go. We're gonna see where we're at. All right, here we come. See what that is. All right, there you go. So that's going to be our speed. You can see at all. There we go, 106. So GPS might be a little bit quicker that it's in the actual vehicle alone and you're getting live feed. So we're going to see what that's like. See if I can see it. There it is. 101. All right. Pretty good. that wasn't supposed to happen. All right, battery's okay. You know what? I think it got way too hot for the tires. Yeah, battery's okay. The tires had to be really, really hot. And that's exactly why I have this thing rigged. So, this is what it is. We're gonna bring this puppy right back. Actually, before I do that, what I wanna do real quick is look around, because I know that the car is here. Oh, nice. This battery stayed in. It's actually what I was looking for, but whatever. All right, here's the temperature. Oh no, it broke. Oh well. Here we go. Only 132. And we were going back to back to back to back. What tire was that? Had to have been a rear. Yeah, these tires are super soft now. Look at that. Over 140 degrees. The fronts aren't going to be as much because there's going to be more power given to the rear. It's crazy. Yeah. Oh, that's why this one's hot. Well, hotter than the others. Right there. Alright, well, regardless, definitely see the ESC. The ESC is not even choking over that whole time. So nonetheless, this setup was definitely confirmed, and there's definitely a lot more left in it. Yeah, I could keep my hand on the motor. Yeah, so definitely the motor ESC was still able to keep up. The fan system, absolutely awesome. So we're gonna pull the logs when we get home, and I'm pretty happy, you know. Nothing mechanically actually failed. All that failed was a tire, and honestly, it is really, really expected. Where's the hang on, the temperature gun? Yeah, so the asphalt's like 130 degrees. Yeah, easily 130 degrees. Motor mount really held up great. Little did I consider, everything was on point, except what has failed to cross my mind. I'm in Florida. On a daily basis, the asphalt's gonna be 130 and change degrees Fahrenheit, you know? So what happened today was absolutely understandable, but then again, it's confirmed. We did 100 back to back to back to back with minimal temperatures. So if it weren't for the tires, we'd probably still be going. And I'm actually happy the thing crashed and went off-road, because I'm way too hot right now. Now, if you guys haven't done so, be sure to follow Innovation RC on Instagram. You're gonna see right here in that corner. Definitely give it a follow. We'll have pictures, videos, and stuff you will not see on YouTube or before it hits YouTube. Definitely give it a gander. If you haven't done so already, make sure to like this video if you've enjoyed it, or if you like the onboard footage, or if you like crashing. I didn't, but nonetheless, be sure to subscribe for more. We're gonna have a lot more testing videos, comparisons, all this and that. I have a lot more stuff planned with what I have right here. We just scratched the surface of what we're gonna do. So if that seems interesting, be sure to stay tuned and subscribe. Have a good one, guys.